Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Happy Gregorian New Year to you all. This is the first live I have done in a couple weeks, and that's what I'm going to talk about tonight is where did I disappear to? And why does this keep happening to awakeners? Why do we disappear? So I'm going to give it a sec, and I'm also going to put this link on my other page so people know what's up. So give me just a second. Here. Let me see if I can copy this. Copy link. Got it. Okay. All right, I'm going to post this on my wall. I just made a post that I was going to go live. So let me put this on my wall. All right, cool. Cool. All right. I feel so out of whack because I haven't done a live in so long. So I got to get back into it. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. The topics tonight are going to be this solstice portal that we just went through, this energetic portal. For me, it lasted, well, it's still continuing, but from pretty much solstice, so December 21st through Christmas, I was out of commission on Christmas, and then kind of until now. And what this entails and why it happens, like what are we doing when we have these energetic portals? Timeline jumping, leveling up, and what does this mean about exiting the machine, so to speak? So I have not been live in a while, and I have not been tending to my business because this is a thing for people on the ascension path, and especially the people who consider themselves first wavers, or the way showers. There's a lot of people on the awakening path, but there is a specific sector of people that are first wave, meaning they go first. We anchor in these energies into Earth to allow for the rest of the populace to also go through this. It is an entire process. It's an entire project. It is project managed. All of this is technology. So basically around solstice, I was down and out with a massive migraine, and I was so tired I couldn't get out of bed. So between the 21st through the 25th, I was in bed constantly. Also, when you're going through these purges and upgrades, there's a lot of sweating, a lot of when you purge out of your body, it's just a lot of sweat. So I had a massive migraine. My brain was not functional. I was sleeping, sweating. My body, people's body that go through this are a complete mess. And we go through this a lot because we're anchoring in these energies. We are upgrading our avatar, and we're continuously purging the machine out of our physical vessel, as well as our mind, body, spirit, energetic body, the whole thing. So it's a very, very intense process. And I have been doing this for so long now. I used to have a lot of different types of body pains, which I haven't had in a while, but I do have a lot of headaches. I am very tired to where I can't function. All I can do is sleep. And then the sweating is a huge thing because it's just such a purge. So, pardon me, I'm so burpy. This is me moving energy. When I start to talk about this stuff, all this energy moves and I get really burpy. So around this exact time last year, I went through similar things. So every year there are specific portals that allow us to level up within this machine, level up and out, so to speak, because what we're doing is getting out. So, this year has been different, but similar to last year. Last year, I went into a death, and I have spoken about this on other videos. I was going through these same types of purges, sweating, sleeping. My mind was not working. My mind didn't work for months last year. Like, I could not do anything. I just had to be and accept what was happening, which is very difficult. It's very jarring to the body. And also, it doesn't match the world that we live in, this matrix world. So I am a forerunner, a way shower, a first wave of getting out of the machine and then showing people how to do it. So I go first, and it doesn't match what's actually going on in the machine. In fact, it's complete opposite. And so last year I spoke about how I went into a massive hibernation around this time last year. And I ended up having to get rid of or leave a bunch of friendships behind, because as you level up, your frequency is rising, and anyone not doing this work or on this path, it's like you're straddling worlds. So I was always straddling worlds. I had one world in the machine, in the matrix, in the normal world, which is so abnormal, and then one foot in this ascension world, this new world that we're building. And last year I realized I can't straddle the worlds any longer. And it's a process. Like, I'm continually trying to straddle the worlds, and then I get shown that I cannot do that. So last year I went through this very similar thing. I was going through a massive death of everything that I knew. I let my cell phone lapse. Like, I didn't have a phone for months. Like, I literally let everything go. I thought I was dying. I wrote a living will. I packed up my belongings and wrote a note. Whoever finds this, send it to this person, etc. This year so far is not that intense. In fact, it feels like it's going the other way. I think 2022 for me and a lot of the way showers, the first wave of ascension people, we died in 2022. We had to die to the machine. What we are doing is dying to the old world so that we can birth the new. So this portal that we just went through, solstice through Christmas and beyond, I'm kind of still in the tail end because I am so tired. I'm so tired. I have not been doing my lives. I have not been engaging with people as I normally do because this process is so intense. I have to be alone to go through this. I have to be in my own energy. I cannot engage in a lot of people's energy. And I'll go into that a little bit more. But what this is, this time period, this portal period, is a timeline jump, and it's annually. So and this is why the dark has co-opted this time, has co-opted Christmas. All of this is actually dark worship and distraction away from the portals, the energetic portals that are actually happening on Earth at this time so that we can start to ascend. Because when we're gathered with a lot of people, we're at holiday parties, we're drinking, all of these different things that, you know, people engage in during this season, it takes us away from ourselves. And this is when I always retreat. I don't want to be near anybody, and I can't be near anybody because what I am going through is so intense. It's a very singular journey. So, what I noticed was that I just had another major leveling up. And I'm continually leveling up. And when you level up in energy or frequency, it means that I'm getting further and further away from the false matrix machine. I cannot engage in those frequencies. So when people want to talk to me about what's going on in their matrix life, I can't even, it's so non-resonant to me that it actually makes my mind explode. Like, I cannot listen to people rattle on about their daily lives in the matrix. I don't live there anymore. I'm not going back there anymore. There is no way, because I have energetically leveled up so high. I don't resonate with that world, nor do I want to. So when you level up, when we go through these portals, we're releasing density consistently from our body, mind, spirit, soul, from our environment. And the frequencies are just no longer a match. So when people want to call me and talk to me about, you know, rattle off the 10 things that they're doing over the holidays and all their parties and they're this and they're that and they're that, I'm just like does not compute. I used to live that life. I used to live that person. But when I'm on this journey, this does not compute to me any longer, nor do I give a shit. I don't live in the world where I call my girlfriends anymore and talk shit, you know, for half an hour about whatever. I'm not living in that world any longer. And when I have to hear it, when people want to talk to me about their time in the matrix machine, I cannot even hear it any longer. I don't want to hear it. It doesn't make any sense to me. All I see is the falsity and the fakery and the false belief systems and the programs that people are running. And I don't desire to have a phone call with a friend where all I can see is their programming, because I'm like, this is not a match. This is not a match for me any longer. So, even, let's see, solstice was the 21st, so just a couple weeks ago. So the week leading up to the solstice, I was in one world. I was in one timeline. Literally between solstice and Christmas until now, I have jumped a timeline. I have increased my frequency. It's like a bandwidth. It's like when you turn the dial on a radio station. I have switched radio stations. I can't even hear the other radio station any longer. It makes my mind insane. It's like static on the TV, poltergeist, they're here, that kind of shit. So for me, it's extremely jarring, and I always know when I'm leveling up. I mean, and I've said this before, when I'm going into the pit, I understand that I'm going into a pit, but I don't understand what the outcome is going to be until the outcome appears. So I understood that I was going into a pit. I had a migraine for days. I could not get out of bed. I was so exhausted. I was sweating. I was just purging. I was a mess. And I really don't have a lot of friends. This is an alone journey, but the couple of girlfriends that I do speak to wanted to call, they call and check in, and, we have our conversations. And I had my girlfriends call, and I could not tune into them any longer. One of my friends just wanted to rattle off about her matrix job and the da-da-da and all the da-da-da and all the drama at the job and the this and the money and the da-da-da. And I'm just like, whoa, hold up. Like, it doesn't even compute in my mind any longer. And this is what's happening. It's the bifurcation. It's the splitting of the timelines. People are committing to the machine in different ways. And I am committed to getting out of the machine. And this was not a personal choice per se. This is my mission that I was given when I had my walk-in, when my entire crown exploded to this other realm that we're actually living in. Hey, Nicole. Yep, Nicole was in the pit as well, and it was gruesome. It's absolutely gruesome when we go through these. And this is why I wanted to come on and talk. I haven't been doing a live in like 2 weeks or something because we get into these pits of hell. And all we can do is go through it. And I never know what's going to be on the other side until I'm on the other side. And so that's why I wanted to come on and just talk about it, because I think this is important, especially for those who are in the first wave of ascension. We are the way showers for the others. We also anchor this energy and this higher frequency on earth through our earthly vessel. So for me, I didn't really want to do this live even now, but I need to make a commitment. And now that I'm on the tail end of getting out of the pit, I wanted to make the commitment to show up for everyone else, including myself, so that we can talk about this, we can voice it, and we can help the others who are behind us. We're all going to go through this. Some people go first, and I am one that goes first. So when I post this video on YouTube, maybe next year at this time, somebody's going to find this who is now going to be going through this, because we just anchored this on earth for these people. So, hey guys, thanks for joining. I see there's some people here. Thank you for showing up for me. So another thing, thanks Beth. Hi, I'm so glad you showed up. I talked to a girlfriend in Australia, and we have been confidants through this process for years now. And when we chat, we kind of, and you guys will understand this. I know Beth and Nicole, you guys are going to understand this because I know you guys are in my template, let's say. We house a similar template. And this is the thing. I call us queens. I call myself a queen. And that's because I am a queen in the energetic. And queen recognizes queen. I understand who is, oh God, it sounds so shitty to say on my level, but I understand who is with me going through this similarly. And then I see kind of the others. It's like I've described this before, but it's like a circle. And there's different layers in the circle, almost like not quite a spiral, but there's layers in the circle. And for me, I consider myself inner circle. I know what's coming. I see the big picture. I am a forerunner and a way shower because I know what this process is. And I know the others who are in that same circle, and I know who's on the outside of the circle. And we're all doing it together, but my template is very, very, very unique, and I will not discount that for anyone. So when I call myself a queen, you best believe I am a queen, period. That's that. Okay? So, and I know who's going through it with me, and I know who's going to be coming down the pipe. So, a girlfriend of mine in Australia, we have been in this together for years and years. And we will come together and talk daily. You know, oh my God, what's going on with you? How's your energy? What are you feeling? What are you seeing? And we'll talk for like, let's say 4 or 5 months. And then we'll just one day, one person messages, one person doesn't respond. And then we're like, we don't speak for 6 months. And then we'll come right back. Oh my God, what's going on with you? And this is because we are all on an alone journey. And there are times when we need our sisters to get through these different energetic portal pushes, etc. And then there's times where you can't you cannot intake another person's frequency. So there are times when then one of us has to just disappear and be in our own energy, go through whatever we're going to go through, and then later we can come back to each other. And so last year at this time, my Australian girlfriend and I were like, holy shit, we are in the pits of hell. We both were dying. We both wrote wills. We were like on the exact same page. Like, okay, we're dead. This is when we get taken off the planet. Cool, let's do this. And now this year, we were just talking through this portal. So I was having a massive migraine, massive head issues. She, on the other hand, was having a lot of like solar plexus and like lower body, lower abdomen and back issues. And then I saw on Facebook other people were having like lower back issues. So these portals and these energies that need to be anchored upon the earth through human vessels, they can appear differently, but yet we're all going through the same thing. We're all experiencing it differently, but we're all together going through this. So this I am discovering is a huge timeline jump. And that simply means that where we were straddling the machine, we had 1 foot in the machine, 1 foot in our ascension. We can't do that anymore. We can't bridge that gap anymore. That timeline has literally closed for us. It is not accessible. It's a specific energetic, and in a lot of my videos, I use the analogy of a train track or trains, right? We're on a train track, we're on a train, the train is speeding down the track. I can jump a track at any time. And this is very jarring for both me as well as my girlfriends or friends that I hang out with. Because I can be fine with you on your track, even if you're not doing the ascension path, whatever. And we can be on parallel tracks for a while. Even though I'm committed to ascension, I know that's my mission. I know myself on a different level than this physical level. And these people do not. But we're on a parallel track and we can interact and we're kind of doing the same thing. In the blink of an eye, I will jump a track and these people do not resonate with me any longer. I can't even hear them. It's like static poltergeist on the TV. I cannot hear them. I cannot interact with them. And that's what just happened to me. I was on a track, and my world is very whittled down. There are only a couple girlfriends that I speak with. And then there's only a couple people that I resonate with on Facebook. And you guys know because I repost your stuff all the time. Like, you guys are my sisters. You guys are a part of my template. And if I can't say it, if I can't bring the words forward in a piece of writing or a post, you guys do. And that's why I post your stuff. But in one instant, I can jump a track and the entire thing is dissolved. And that is what just happened. Like, I had a friend calling me talking about her brand new job and she's so excited and she's hustling in the matrix and she's making her money. And I'm just like, it literally explodes my brain. I don't live in that world. I used to live in that world, so I understand what that is. But I have exited and now I just jumped a track. So I can't even, I'm just like, don't talk to me about your matrix bullshit. There is no interest here, period. Like, my life has been so different for it's going on 6 years. February 5th will be my 6-year anniversary of my walk-in. So I have been on this path, trudging through the Shawshank Redemption tunnel of shit to extricate myself from the matrix excrement for 6 years now. I'm not looking to go back. I'm not looking to have a massa that tells me I need to show up at 9 a.m. and clock out at 5 p.m. I have no massa. I am self-sufficient, thank you kindly. And a lot of people cannot understand this about me. They cannot understand how I live or how I choose to live. And that's okay. Because I don't know how you show up in the matrix day after day with your masses. Thank you. Yes, I will wear a mask. Yes, I will take the injection. Yes, I just need to get my money. This does not compute to me at all. At all. I'd rather be free and poor as shit than have people breathing over my neck, telling me what to do, telling me how I have to live. I can't do it. And that's just what it is. It just is what it is. That's my commitment. That's my journey. That's my process. All right. So, thanks you guys for joining. Does anybody have any comments that they want to add about their process, about this jump that we just went through? Because it was a doozy and I'm still coming out of it. I'm so tired all the time, and I'm trying to show up daily for my work, for my Patreon people, for the people that support me and, you know, want me to show up. And it's a really hard thing to do when you get into these pits of hell. And I want to talk about this as well, because I see a lot of awakeners that have viable businesses. They're making a lot of money, but they're not going through this, and they're just consistent constantly. And I'm like, there's no way on this path. We are consistently jumping timelines all the time. We're consistently purging. We're consistently raising our frequency. How can somebody just remain doing the same shit day after day after day for years and years and years? It doesn't make any sense to me. So, you know, I'm very, I don't know if discerning is the word you want to use. I'm very cutthroat. I'm very black and white. If I see a fake, I on this journey, the true, real, when you are a part of the kingdom and you are building the new world and you are anchoring the new world energies through your vessel, you cannot be counted on day in, day out, day in, day out. This is also another reason why the machine, like if you want to be a part of the machine and show up 9 to 5 every day of your life, you're not on this path. This path requires, I mean, literally for 2 weeks, I've been in bed. Like if I had a job, do you think that would fly with my massa? I don't think so. Lupita, sorry, I keep wanting to call it Serna. Huge jump, and you gave me some great guidance. I was in such a fog, all the back stuff. I feel like I walked through something big. Yeah, you guys, I'm going to start opening up to do empowerment services because this machine is dragging us down constantly. It really wants us just to remain in the tunnel of shit and not be able to crawl through it and claim our power back. And so, you know, I am a fire goddess. I am a fire template. And I clear a path with my fire, with my soul essence, period. And I can speak that fire into others to where it clears their path for them as well. So I did some work with Lupita, and we were able to just bring her power right back, because that's what we're doing here. We are self-empowered. We don't need a government and these idiot morons to tell us how to live. We tell you how to live. We birthed this entire thing, not this machine. We birthed this entire natural law, ancient reality that used to live here upon earth. And now we are back to reclaim it from the machine. This is an operation. This is a huge project. This is being project managed. And certain people hold the template and understand what we're doing here. 144,000 to be exact. Nicole says, I'm still processing everything I went through. I was basically purging a false identity and didn't realize, let me see if I can, and didn't realize I was purging. So I had to become that old version of me for a few days. Yes, this is the process. This is the process. It took a gut punch of a conversation with a partner to snap me out of it. I wrote a post about it earlier. I did a ceremony to kill that version of me. I feel much lighter. But for a while, I fucked myself and got off my highest timeline. I'm back now, though, thank God. This is the process. This is the process. We have so many false overlays from being a part of this machine for eons. I mean, I don't know how many lifetimes, 400, whatever. Like however many lifetimes we've been in this machine, recycling back and back and back and back. All of that is embedded in our DNA. We have so many false overlays to purge. It is a constant process, continual process. And that is the true work, is the going deep into your own fuckery and ridding yourself of it. And it takes hard work to look at yourself. I was just watching a video of a financial person. I follow a bunch of different people on YouTube because I always like to keep one eye on the machine, right? I've got to know what the machine is doing because we're circumventing it and whatever. So this financial person, the title was somebody's name. Some financial bro says that you're a loser if you don't make 400 grand a year. If you make less than 400 grand a year. So I'm watching this video. And I'm just like, this machine, these people just worship, W-H-O-R-E, their money. They just worship and hoard their money. So if you don't make 400 grand a year, according to dude bro, nameless, piece of shit, who gives a fuck, matrix bro, then you're a loser. You shouldn't even exist because you're such a fucking loser. Okay? This is dude bro. What this fucker doesn't understand, what these people, they're so lost. They are so lost in the machine. That guy has no soul. That guy is a dead entity spewing bullshit in the machine. The machine is Babylon. It is a churning whatever of babble. Just people babbling about their faulty fuckery belief systems over and over and over. So that's the machine. And the machine thinks we're all losers, which is good because the machine is going to come crashing down on these people. Anyone attached to the machine is exiting. And we're talking incineration. Their soul does not get to continue. They are too corrupted because they have not done any work on their soul and their spirit. They are soulless. They have pledged their whatever. They've pledged to the machine. They've pledged to the reversal of all that is good and holy. So goodbye. And it's baffling that people want to just make money and we gotta hustle and we gotta make money and we gotta make this and we gotta do that and we gotta do that. And for what? We're at the end game here. We're done. Your only job currently is to release these overlays so you can save your own soul. I'm not saving no bro's soul. God's not saving no bro's soul. God's going, lightning bolt to that motherfucker. That fucker's dead. These people are dead. So do you want to follow the dead entities? Or do you want to follow the people who are bringing life back into this planet? That's where we're at right now. It's baffling to me how people still worship their money. When you are at the judgment hall, you gonna pay God off? You gonna pay Source off? You gonna pay me off? I cannot be bought nor sold, bitch. That's what's up on this path. We cannot be bought nor sold, bitch. Okay? Beth says, we are architects of the future. We birth, die, and rebirth over and over again to get back to the future with a lightning bolt. I call that a mic drop. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's what we're doing here. We are breathing life back into the planet, and it all goes through our vessel. This is why we are taken out for 2 weeks at a time. Last year, I was taken out for 6 months. I was dead for 6 months. This is what I do for you. This is what I do for the collective. It comes through my body, and it's a thankless job. Am I getting paid? Fuck no. Will I be getting paid? Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Because I know I am at the top. In the Matrix machine, I'm on the bottom, so I'm a loser. But once this motherfucker flips, this bitch is at the top, and I know the others who are at the top with me. So we'll continue to do this for ourselves, for all of you. And we'll just continue to be broke and poor and struggling and whatever the fuck else. But soon, we will be able to manifest instantly. And this is what I've been talking about with the clash of polarity. The polarity has clashed. The light has the stronghold. So, inch by inch, day by day, hour by hour, we slowly reclaim our provisions back to ourselves. And this is the process. It's not happening overnight. I see a lot of ascension people that are like, we did it. The light won. We've won. Da-da-da-da. You know, hey, great. You know, it's all us. It's all us. And I'm like, TikTok, I don't see no money in my account yet. So I'm just waiting, biding my time, doing my work, still crawling through the Shawshank Redemption tunnel of shit to get to where I need to be, while all these, other people want to chirp in my ear about their little matrix world and their, their parties and their monies and their whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Take it elsewhere. I don't live in that world. I rebuke that world. I don't want to be in that world. I did that. I was a drone for 40 plus years of my life. No, thank you. No, thanks. No, thanks. All right, you guys. I don't know how long this one is going to be because I'm just getting my feet wet. Just jumped a timeline. My head is still swimming. I don't know where I'm at anymore. I'm just like, everything is nuts. Is there anything else you guys want to address? Oh, hey, Gortua. Thank you for being here, my love. I always get confused because I'm like, Marianne, Gortua. It's like when I see your guys' names, I know you as one and then there's another. Anyway, whatever. But it is if you guys can like, share, subscribe, send stars, that would be great. Facebook does not pay anybody stars until you acquire $100 worth of stars, which is like, I think like 350 stars is like $3 or something. So it's just all a racket. All of social media needs to die. It's just such a racket, all of this. Also, I am building out my services and I'm going to start building out classes too. This is very hard for me because Ascension is not a business, right? But I am in service And also, we're still in the machine. I'm not instantly manifesting what I need yet. So if you guys can support me in any way, it is much appreciated, because as you know, I'm not going backwards. This is the new world. I am building the new. This is where we're at. So those who understand my template, appreciate my teachings, I would love an energetic exchange. It needs to be reciprocal. And this is the thing about the matrix, nothing is reciprocal. You abide by your master. Maybe they'll throw you a paycheck, but don't worry, pay taxes 5 times on that. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys can support me in whatever way you deem fit, a like, a share, any of that. I'm just here, I'm showing up, and that's that. You know, I get a little heated, tell the matrix to F off. You know how it goes. Just another day in the life. Let me see if I can see what's up here. I cannot really see what's popping off here. I want to thank you guys for being here. I think this is going to be pretty short, as I'm just getting back into it. It does take a lot of energy for me to do these lives. I do need an exchange. That's what feels good to me. And the more I jump timelines, excuse me, I'm so burpy. It's moving energy. I start to get burpy. When frequencies are not a match, it's very difficult to me. And when I don't have a reciprocal energetic exchange going, it's very difficult for me energetically. Like, I can feel the denseness in my body. It doesn't feel good. I want to feel light. I want to feel that I am providing a service that people are appreciative of in whatever manner they can be, because that's what we're doing. And I don't know also how in the public eye I want to be. I do have a Patreon, which is amazing. Thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. I appreciate you so much. And I might start doing more just on my Patreon, because at least there it is an even exchange. So I'm just trying to build out stuff, but I used to be a business person. I used to be a fucking kick-ass matrix business person, project manager. I've had several of my own businesses my entire life. I've always been an entrepreneur, but this is so different because Ascension is not a business. Your soul and my soul is not a business. So it's very difficult to me to identify what to provide to people. My knowledge base is so vast. It's like the Library of Alexandria up in my brain. I don't even know where to start. So it's very hard for me to really parse out all of these details when now I operate on such a higher, bigger scale. Like, I kind of say, like, I'm off Earth looking in and trying to like fit into Earth, and it just doesn't, it's not a match. So I am trying to figure out, you know, services I can provide, classes I can start teaching. I actually don't even know how these other spiritualists do this kind of thing. I'm like, okay, that's how the fakers do it. They're like, oh yeah, I'm in the machine, I'm a robot. Here's the whole list of the whole thing and the blah, blah, blah. Like, I does not compute. So I am trying, because I know, I mean, people reach out to me constantly and want information, and they want more of my content, because I am a library of information. So I am trying to put myself out there in the way that I can. It's very difficult for me. It's almost like I need a business manager now. When I used to be the business manager, it just does not compute for me anymore. So anyway, that's just kind of a side note. Hi, Nicole. Oh yeah, Nicole's also being called to move to Patreon. She says, yes, you do need an energy exchange. She feels me. Yep, she needs a fair exchange. She feels drained more frequently now on her Facebook page. I pour and pour with little energy exchange. That's exactly it. And the ones, like, we've been doing this for a lot of years. I have written, I mean, I probably have a couple novels worth of information on Facebook. And no, I have not put it into a book form. I don't have any books. I've just simply put it out for free on social media as I was guided. But now we're getting to a point where we can't. I have gone, I mean, back when I did all of that, I still had one foot in the matrix, and I was still sort of able to make money and work and have a master and, you know, abide by my master and all that kind of thing. Each upgrade that we have, we move further and further away from it. We can't operate there any longer. So our sustenance comes from ourselves and from the people that we provide a service to. So there has to be this exchange. But what I have noticed is people on this path, they're so desperate for information, and they're so, what is the word I want to use? They're so overlaid with so much shit that they can't even find themselves, that they don't even have the wherewithal to think like, oh, right, I should pay you. They're just like, help me. Help me. And I understand this because when I was waking up, I was the same way. I was like, somebody please help me, but I don't have any money, but help me, help me, help me. So everything that I speak about, I have been on the other side of. I understand both sides. I have experienced all of this. I have lived all of this. So I understand it. And I don't know what it's going to take for the provisions, so to speak. That's what my channel calls it, is our provisions. For our provisions to start coming to us earnestly, in integrity, in morality, because there is still such an imbalance in the collective. So I don't know what that's going to look like. Hi, Noah. He says, I'm right there with you. Thanks for joining, Noah. I haven't seen your name before, so thank you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate anyone supporting me, listening, tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, send stars. Gortua says, I have no concept of time and I'm just unable to bow down. I cannot work a mainstream job and I'm not working for free. I feel you. This is what I'm talking about. If you speak to any of the true sisters, because I know who my sisters are, you guys know who we see each other. We are a template. We are the same template going through individual experiences, but it's all the same. If you speak to a true queen, a true sister, the true sisterhood, this is where we're at. And it doesn't make sense to the ones who are not here. And we are paving the way. So we are the first ones. So it's very confusing to try to, put this into the collective when the collective doesn't even understand what in the hell we're talking about, right? Beth says, the only thing you can do is step back and heal. I did it for years until finally came out to play, safe in knowing that no one can energetically touch me. That's exactly right. And this is another thing. You know, the bro that I was referencing all about his money, when I say he's soulless, I mean that he's being remote controlled because he is riddled with parasites. These people are not clean and clear. He's not purified in his energetic body. So he's just remote controlled from all the dark ones. And the dark, it's like a marionette. The dark ones are like, you're a loser if you don't make, 400 grand a year. Oh, you're a loser. Anyone can make money. Anyone can do it. He's just a mouthpiece. Like he's a dead entity. The ones going through this process, you cannot touch us energetically. My voice, I spit fire every time I speak. If you come at me sideways, you're going to get slapped upside your head so fucking hard by my tongue. I birthed you, I will end you. And that's how it goes with the mother template. We are the goddesses of old. We are the goddesses that birth this entire creation. And with one flick of our tongue, we will end you out of this fucking creation. People don't understand, but they're about to. And I truly believe that this year, the Matrix is just going to go to shit. But we will rise. We are rising. The eyes rise in the eye. I wrote that a couple years ago, and then somebody told me that one of Helena Blavatsky's book actually literally says that. This is how fucking old we are. We've been here over and over and over and over and over. Over and over. Does anyone want to listen to the mother? No, because they're trapped in their patriarchal, dark, watcher bullshit. That's fine. That's fine. We're here now. Don't worry about it. We got it. We got you. Okay? All right. All right, you guys. What time is it? Okay, almost an hour. Gortuda says, amen. That's right. Amen. Amen. That's daddy. That's twin daddy. All right, you guys. As soon as I can get my stuff together, I'll have more content. I have endless content, but I try to keep a theme going. So I just want to check in, see how everybody is faring during this timeline jump. We just can't do the old anymore. It doesn't make sense. It is fucking poltergeist. They're here. Like, we can't do it. So now we birth the new, and however that looks like. And we've got to support each other as sisters. Sarah, I don't know how to say her last name, but she started a GoFundMe. She got removed from her living situation in a very quick manner. She needs our support, so I posted her GoFundMe on my page. So that's the thing about us sisters and the goddesses and the ones anchoring down the mother template, the mother arc. We are continually warred upon. Yes, we are strong motherfuckers and we can take anyone down, but that doesn't mean that there's a back door and somebody's gonna, knock us off our throne or whatever the fuck you want to say. So she got knocked off, I can tell when the sisters are really gaining momentum. The machine comes in and just fucking punches you in the gut. It's happened to me over and over and over and over. So we have got to support one another. So if anyone can support Sarah, it's on my wall, on my Erin Elm page, her GoFundMe. We've got to stick together. We've got to support one another because we are all doing this together. Together. What happens to one affects the all. We all must have momentum together to build what we came here to build. So it is imperative that we support one another. Noah says, I've had a blast listening to this. Thank you, Noah. I have a YouTube page called Elm Awakening, and you can see my other Facebook Lives there. I post all of them to Elm Awakening. Beth is laughing. Nicole, love and appreciate you so much. And Beth says, reality crash. Yep. It is. It's like you're on the speeding train, right? We're on our train tracks. We're on the speed train. And, somebody, some asshole lays over the track. I don't know, whatever. And then you jump the track, So, yeah. So, here we are. Day after day, we're still here. Even though I think I'm dying, every 6 months or so. I'm like, oh, well, here it comes. Here's the real death. But no, we're still here. We're still doing it. So, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Anything else? Any other comments before I wrap it up? Oh, a couple of videos ago, I put out a schedule. I was like really in my power. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to have a schedule about when I'm going to do videos. And I'm going to do videos on these days and these days. Never mind. Never mind. Because then for 2 weeks, I was out of my head. So I couldn't even do videos. And this is how it goes on this path. This is just how it goes. I cannot always show up. I have to show up for me first and foremost. And that's been very jarring on this path because I have children. So I don't have children that live with me. And that's because I'm on this path. Because I cannot show up for children 100% of the time and show up for me 100% of the time. And that's a story for another day. I'm not going to put that public. I don't even put anything about my children anywhere public. I don't like to put my children's faces public, nothing. I don't want the machine manipulating anything. And it's also for my children's safety because I am targeted. On this path, we are targeted. We are doing something very underground, something I have not even touched on publicly. The queens know. The kings know what we're doing here. It's very underground. It's very secret. And I married a breeder. I came into this life knowing I was not supposed to have children, but I married a breeder. Look around. Look around at this construct, at how many breeders there are. And they purposefully find us. They purposefully find us to get us off of this path. Nothing will get me off of this path. Nothing. Nothing. This is bigger than my children. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than Earth. That's how fucking big this is. That's how fucking important we are. And that's probably the first and last thing I will ever mention about my children unless it's in a private forum. And that's that. That is that. And these mothers that are being held back because they have such guilt, because they think they need to be here for their children, which is a matrix machine program, you must save yourself first. It's like on the airplane when they tell you, if we hit turbulence and the little oxygen thingies fall out of the roof, put it on yourself first. Because you cannot help anyone unless you are yourself breathing. Okay? So, everyone needs to make a choice around that. I'm not here to tell you what to personally do. I am here to share what I had to personally do for my own template, for my soul. And, you know, it's not always cute. It's not always easy. There's going to have to be a lot of forgiveness involved because this is not easy on my children. And I've had to, there is a matrix mother program. There is a deep-seated reversal mother program in this machine that I had to clear out of my body. And I'll say this. I will tell you this little tidbit about when I saw this and realized that I had to clear it out of my body. I was on the floor. I was on a wood floor in the middle of a living room for days, screaming, guttural cry purging this mother program out of my being. The sounds that were coming out of my body were not of me. They were so ancient, it almost frightened me. This is how deep this shit is. And we have to purge it out of our body. That was the beginning of me separating myself. What came out of me, I've never heard it before, and I haven't heard it since. It is such a deeply, deeply rooted program that That's all I can say about that. Beth says, most come just to breed. Exactamundo. We are living in a machine full of incubus and succubus. They just want to stick it in. They just want to feel a rom-com. They just want to feel loved. It's pathetic. Laura says, I resonate with every word you say. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for being here. Yep, Beth says it's embedded within our cells and teeth. That is accurate. You know your teeth are your crystal skull. You know each tooth and root system, what is the word? Like bridges to, I'm not using the right terminology. Bridges to all of your organs. This is why we have fucked up dentistry. This is why they want to put poison in your teeth. There are so many Facebook groups about how to do care for your teeth holistically and naturally, because you should never root canal. You should never kill off the root of your tooth, because that affects your organs. And people have a lot of issues within their body and they can't figure it out that are related directly to your teeth. These are our crystal skulls. And one day I'll tell you about the dentist that just took out one of my, the demon dentist that fucked one of my teeth up, and I had to get it removed, and now he's dead. Not yet, not in the physical, but he's dead. You don't simply fuck with the mother and get away with it. And when I say he's dead, I'm not fucking around. And I'm not talking about his physical avatar. These people are dead entities, and they will not come back because they are so fucking dastardly. Incineration. We make the rules. We created this. People have no fucking idea what they're actually dealing with here. No idea. And when you fuck with one of the goddesses so deeply, I pity the fool. I pity the fool. Trust me. Trust me. Let's see. Nicole says, I feel you. Those sounds come from the fucking core of you. Shit gives me chills. It's true. It's true. People have no idea who the fuck we really are upon this earth. In this avatar. This is just my shell. If you could peel me back and see my technology, you would bow. You would be on the ground, bowing to my feet. And that's just a simple truth. Because I have seen God. I have been in front of God. I have been anointed by God. I have bowed on my knees to God. I know what that feels like. And I am here as a representation. I have been anointed. I have been chosen to be that person in an avatar on this earth. And I'm not the only one. It baffles me when people want to talk to me about their bullshit, about their like matrixy money and their da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, bitch, do you know who's standing in front of you? Do you have any idea? Gortua says anointed and consecrated. Bloop. There are living goddesses, the essences of God living in avatars on this earth at this time right now. And people can't even fucking see it. I could stand next to 100 people. Nobody gets it. They're too fucking stupid. They're too in this machine. They're too busy worshiping their Satan. That's fine. Goodbye. You have all made your choice. You've all made your choice. And that's that. How we doing? I'm riled up. I'm riled up. I don't know how you guys are doing. You know, when I get like this, I can't control what comes out of my mouth. It just comes out of my mouth. I wrote a post on Patreon today. I have a lot of videos that are hidden or unlisted. So I gave all the links to my Patreon subscribers today so they can see all of my old videos. And most of them are interviews that I have done in the last 2 years with other spiritualists. And one of them is one of my favorite ones to revisit because it pisses me off to my motherfucking core, because it was by a bro who's really popular in the spiritual community. In fact, Gortua, I think that's how you found me, was that Facebook Live, and you'll know what I'm talking about. When this bro, who's with his fake twin flame, all twin flames right now in this incarnation are fake. Just FYI. If you're not running the technology, it's a fake. Yeah, Gortua knows. That's my favorite one. And it pisses me off so, okay. I'm not going to mention the name. Or maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I go. We'll see what the fuck comes out of my mouth. Because literally I'm out of body and it just all comes out. No. Do not even go near him. Yeah, she says I will not interview with him. No, because he's a fake. He's super popular. He has a big channel. He has a big YouTube channel. He has a big Facebook channel. And I have too much mouth, she says. Girl, that's why, hello. That's why you and me, girl. So, this was about 2 years ago I did this interview. He's got a big following. He interviews all the big ascension people, which are all fake. Just FYI. If anyone's big, they're fake. Okay, let's just get that real straight. So I did this interview with him. I was really excited because I had just started making my own videos and I was like, wow, somebody wants to interview me. Fucking cool. Let's get on with this. And, oh man, this bro could not handle my truth. His ego kept trying to shut me down. Pardon me. I eat egos for breakfast. Nicole, I'll message you. Good night, Beth. Love you. Thanks for being here. I'll message you, Nicole. You already know. You already know. So I'm just simply, I speak very candidly. I'm unscripted. I speak candidly. I speak from my own template and my own truth. And people either appreciate it, understand it, resonate, or they don't. And that's fine. But it's my own truth. So I'm simply speaking about my own truth. And I am a dark worker. This guy is a false lighter. And he wants to live in the puppies and rainbows. And I work in the dark. You don't get to where you are here until you go through the shit. Period. And so I was telling him about these things. You know, I found an actual, literal, tangible demon portal in the center of Santa Fe, New Mexico. And the reason I found it is because I was standing over it, which I had no idea. And I felt myself get choked. And this has happened to me several times in Santa Fe. I've gotten choked out by demons. Not physical. You can't see them. But I can see them. And I looked down and I saw the pits, the pits to hell. And I saw all the fucking demons and they were coming after me. And I was like, oh. This is just part of the dark work I do for the earth. You're fucking welcome. Okay? So I'm simply describing my experience, and this dude's mind went, he couldn't handle it. He wanted to, well, no, there's not demons. We're love and light. What about the love and light? And I was just like, and I had to get stern with this mofo. He was like, oh, but we're all one. We're all one. I ain't one with you, bro. You're a fake. You got the reals and then you got the fakes. You want to say we're all one? Okay. So anyway, This entire interview was basically his ego trying to shut me down and my queen coming up so fucking strong that I was throat punching him with my words. I was so fucking livid with this ignorant idiot. Ignorant. Okay? So anyway, I'm like, oh, why was I talking about this? Oh, right, the Patreon. In my Patreon post, I shared this video with my Patreons today. And I wrote a little thing like, oh, this is the worst interview I've ever done. This guy's a fake. And I call it, this is what I will tell you guys. This is what I'm going to call. I call him and his followers and his fake twin flame, they are the cult of Todd. Anytime I see anyone interviewing with him, anyone up on his stuff, I'm like, oh, there's the cult of Todd. And it's a huge cult. Very big cult. Oh, and you should see those comments on that Facebook Live. You should see the, what do you call it? Shit, I can't think of the word. But these women, his cult following of women that cannot handle anything outside of their fluffy bunny bullshit, berating the shit out of me. But I will say, a lot of my queens, my sister queen friends, found me that day. And that was the entire point of that. I got so many messages, and Gortua was one of them. Like, oh my God, wow, I totally resonate with you. I'm so glad I found you. Thank you. Those are the people that are for me. Those are the people that I am for. I am not for these fluffy bunny pussy ass hoes. Those people need to get a fucking grip. I mean, they do have a grip. They have a grip on the machine and they have a grip on their cult. All right. I think there was let's see. Gortua said, you would be livid if you saw the interview and the fuckery. She was a queen. It's true. It's true. And, man, maybe I won't say it. It was something else. It was something else. So I got to revisit that today, and I put it to the Patreons and said, hey, if you want to watch this, please give me your feedback. It was something else. I have not watched it a second time because my template, when I get the fire in my belly, I don't get angry. I don't get Matrix angry. I get a fire so deep in my belly when something is really wrong. When I know that somebody is really out of integrity, out of morality, and they're speaking out of their ego, or they're speaking out of these matrix programs and they're unqualified to deal with me or to deal with one of my sisters, I go in. That'll be the last motherfucking thing you say to me or my sisters, period. You are unqualified, okay? These mofos abound are unqualified. So when I get that fire in my gut, it's on and popping. And I know if I watch that again, I'm going to be up on those comments. Because I already put a comment on there after I watched it, after it finished. And then I read through all the comments, like whatever, 2 years ago. I was like, oh, and I screenshot everyone who commented. I keep files, bitch. I keep files on everyone, y'all. Mama sees all. And that's what I put on there. Mama sees all. You're not fucking with an average person here. You are fucking with the divine. Bitch got files up the ass. I see all y'all's. Kisses. All right. Have I berated humanity enough for one night? I feel like every time I'm on these lives, I end up just berating humanity. It's fine. They all need the fire breathed into them. Thank you for joining, you guys. Love you. Please like, share, subscribe. Send a star. I think you can send 100 stars for 99 cents. It's so ridiculous. So And then once I reach $100, which will be like in a year, then I'll get my $100 from Facebook. Such pieces of shit. All right, y'alls. Happy Gregorian Faux New Year. I will see you on February 28th at the real New Year. March 1st, we start fresh. Good night, Nicole. All right, guys. Mwah. See you later. This will be posted on Elm Awakening YouTube. Give me a subscribe there if you haven't already. Bye.